Okay guys, got us a gauge. Actually got two because I couldn't decide on the color. This one's for the 26-inch tall tire, which is what my red bike's got, and the other one's supposedly for the 27. I'm told it really doesn't matter that much, but anyway, this one fits the bike better, but I also liked the green gauge, and since both were used and one was only $5, this one was 33. Couldn't help it, bought them both. This one had 238.5 on it, and I've already rolled it back, 8 miles. So you can't really roll it backwards with the cable. I tried that, and it'll roll back one place, and that's it. So when this worm gear is in service, something about this device doesn't allow it to slip back any further, and it takes forever to roll one back. So I went ahead and took the gear out. Now the thing about these is you can't really take them apart. Everything's bent and crimped and riveted, so it's not really made to come back down any further than this. So I went ahead and bent the tab and pulled out the worm gear here. Obviously you can only do that so many times. And now at least I have access, free roll access to this, so we can start rolling it back. So you remember that part in Matilda where Danny DeVito rolls the miles back with a drill?
Two-directional drill. You run it backwards, the numbers go down. Watch your speedometer.
Cool.
Well, I don't have a drill, but I do have a Dremel. Oh, that's cool. Watch the miles roll back.
Daddy, you're a crook.
Pretty cool. What you gotta do is simply put the worm gear back in service. Go ahead and slip it into its carriage spot down here. Easier said than done. I'm gonna have to fidget with this thing for a little bit. There we go. Okay, make sure the teeth line up, which is pretty easy to do. And now all we got to do is simply bend that tab that I bent back, and she should work. And she's at 0. Moments away from mounting this to the hub assembly here. And the cheap Chinese ones come with the correct diameter. They just fit right on. These studs are all about the same size on these bikes. This won't fit this profile. It won't fit that one over there. That's freaking ridiculous. But you know what? I have the master tool to deal with this problem. Sometimes you just get tired of the bullshit. This matches the exact era of bike it's going on, so I would figure that it would have worked without being dremeled, but that's okay. We just went ahead and did that anyway. I'm sure someone out there's screaming and crying because I just defaced some classic, Stewart-Warner speedometer, but hey dude, it wouldn't fit. I don't care. That speedometer was married to this bike. It was made for it. I mean, look at that. That matches this bike perfectly. So, also we got 0.2 on there already because I was fiddling around with it. For some reason the gearbox and the speedometer weren't working with each other. I had to spin it around and around and around and around forever until it finally started to work. And by the time it did, I had already 0.2 miles. But it really doesn't matter because I got to pedal the bike a few times to get that engine to start anyway. And there's always going to be those times when I'm pedaling, so it doesn't really matter. I don't get it. They sent me a cable that's so choked up I actually pulled it out of the crimp sleeve here when I tried to make that work with the handlebar, which is not good. I mean, if it's that tight, it's probably going to just get pulled out in the middle of riding around. I went ahead and shortened the cable, and it appears to be working for now. This is like the 12th time I've worked on this stupid thing. I've got 0.4 fake miles on it, but who cares at this point? Everything's cool until the camera's on. Oh, hang on guys, let me make sure that is really bad. Should I put it on the first try to put the first mile on this thing? Are we working? Are we working? And yes, I know the tire's low.
The tire's low.
I know. But it isn't flat yet, so we're not going far. Come on. Okay, I don't know why she doesn't want to start. Because the camera's on. At least it came back to life. The first ever mile on this bike, and it's all gonna be warming it up. I'll let it warm up. I'll be right back. Let's see what it does. This is now officially the furthest I've ridden it. And of course I've got a big honking truck right in my way. Probably amazed at what he's seeing. Or offended, who knows. 0.7. Not an easy first mile. Everybody's in the way. There's number 9. It's working. Come on, keep rolling. Oh, there it is. 1 mile. Hopefully many more in it. It's already starting to quiet up. Yeah, so hopefully it has many more miles left in it. I think I may have mentioned earlier in these videos that you do need a bit of mechanical ingenuity. You have to learn how to change things a little bit. We had to put a special bend in this exhaust. I've had to do that for every one of these kits I've done. And even the instructions say it, that you may need that. So that is the thing. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. This is pretty cool.